Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to continue working on that Puch Magnum, but on today's agenda we have cleaning. So we're going to go ahead and clean, degrease, prep the surface, primer, and hopefully paint today. And so today we're here in the front of my house, the front shop, because it's going to get a little dirty. So come with me as we clean, prep this Puch Magnum frame for paint. As we get started here, I want to point out some of the items I'm going to be using to clean and prep my surface. For cleaning, my go-to is always Simple Green. Simple Green is the best for me. Miscellaneous brushes to get into the nooks and crannies. Screwdriver to force my scuffle pad into nooks and crannies. For the stubborn stuff, wire wheel, always. And some scuffing pads. I like using these because there's like a 360 grid and it gets the surface nice and dull, the paint nice and dull, and prep ready to go. So that's the items I like to use. So here we go. Alright, so let's get cracking. Simple Green, the best. It smells good too. Nasty. That'll do. Alright, and then the swing arm is good to go. Almost went down to the bare metal. But some of those spots had rust and were kind of already exposed. So, but that's pretty much it. We're clean, degreased, and the surface is prepped. We just gotta rinse it off, dry it off, and get ready for primer. Okay, so after a while, I let these parts dry out in the sun, and now they're ready to go. But I'm gonna do one extra move on here. You guys don't have to, but I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down the surface with a little bit of acetone, just to make sure my surface is nice and clean and ready to accept that primer. Yeah. Okay guys, so just like I said, this part is definitely an extra step, but a little bit of acetone on the rag. Wipe these parts down just to make sure there's no dust and the part is clean and ready for paint. Okay, we are ready for paint. We got our pieces suspended and ready to accept some paint. Okay, start out with the swing arm. Alright, we finished shooting the primer on the frame, the swing arm, and this back plate. And this 2K primer, I will say it is kind of messy, so make sure if you don't want the osprey to get on anything, make sure you cover everything because it will get everywhere. So we'll hit it with the first coat of black. There we go. Really light on the first coat always. Okay, so we shot a couple of coats off camera, but what I've been doing, I'll use a spotlight to make sure if I find any light spots, and I'll just hit them up. Alright guys, I just realized I made a slight mistake on my paint selection, and so the black paint, it's flat, it's been applied, it looks pretty good, pretty even on the swing arm as well, but it's an enamel paint, and because of that I cannot apply a 2K clear coat on this right away. This thing has to gas off and completely dry and harden before I can apply a clear coat. So just imagine it's with clear coat, the beauty, but so Later on, I'm gonna have to slightly sand this down with 1000 grit sandpaper just to get it dull and apply that clear coat, and we should be having a almost professional finish. So, but after the paint job, we're gonna go ahead and move over to assembling, and we got some pretty cool stuff coming in. So the next video will be kind of having a little bit of a layout on the plan for this bike. So thank you for watching, guys. Like I said, this is definitely an extra step, but you want to make sure your surfaces are nice and too much.